Always wonder how head coach going to be in his first game as Dobbins runs the...
but then calling the plays, with Kevin on the field, that'll be a new thing, a little bit of a challenge, but we prepared for this.
Penalty from the end of the run, automatic first down.
When you're an offensive coordinator, you accumulate as a head coach, and he's been thrust into a tough spot.
Dwayne Haskins, the new Ohio State quarterback, has a wide open Terry McLaurin inside the 10-yard line. Tackled at this. Ryan Day told us Haskins loves to go up tempo. Hands it off here as they hurry to the line. And Dobbins experience. Second down and goal for Ohio State. Haskins pulls it back and has a touchdown pass to Terry McLaurin. A year ago, but it's his team now. And the point after. Oregon State just one win and none in conference play. This goes out of bounds, so Ohio State's going to have good field position.
Tempo. Take the thinking out of it and just go play.
Mike Weber, 1,000-yard back 2 years ago, is in the game. And here's the pitch to Paris Campbell and gets stood up.
He's not talking to a lot of people. He's running the offense from his point of view.
Here's Campbell again, upended.
But his first responsibility right now is the offense.
And Weber with a big running lane picks up a first down to the Oregon State 45-yard line.
He don't know, so just let him rip it and cut it loose.
It's Weber again, and he's grabbed in the backfield and dropped for a low. Game week seemed like things had settled down around here, just being here for the last 4 days. Here's Haskins. That's a nice catch by K.J. Hill.
This month, not normal. But now, back to the game. These guys are very comfortable being out there, playing.
He said, "You're built for this, Ryan." Ryan said, "I believe that as well." Haskins from the pocket throws a dart, juggled initially, but then pulled in by Terry McLaurin, who had the Ohio State touchdown.
To be here at Ohio State.
Weber breaks a tackle inside the 5, keeps the feet moving, hits Pater, touchdown Buckeye. Weber, Big Ten Freshman of the Year 2 years ago, battled injury for part of last year. So they have an excellent 1-2 punch at tailback. Hearing
so aggressive, and they're so talented.
C.J. Saunders is deep for the Buckeyes. And there's contact, and there's a flag. You've got to allow that returner an opportunity.
Kick catch interference on the kicking team, number 4. It's a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So with the penalty, Ohio State starts this drive on its 25-yard line with sophomore quarterback Dwayne Haskins. And throws a dart to K.J. Hill across the 40-yard line. Hill drags a defender into Beaver territory.
And getting plus yardage.
Play action for Haskins. Little half roll, hits Hill again. Good open field stop. But Haskins always wanted to be a Buckeye. J.K. Dobbins running, gets the first down for Ohio State. His favorite quarterback, former Buckeye Heisman Trophy winner, Haskins visited here about a decade ago. Fell in love with Columbus. J.K. Dobbins wrapped up after a cheat.
What position you gonna play? Quarterback. All right.
He called a shot, and now he's taking a shot to the end zone. Incomplete. Off the hand of Paris Campbell.
And very accurate throughout the first quarter of this game.
An important third down here for Haskins and company. 3rd down and 6. Got Dobkins way wide at the top of your screen. Haskins finds the open receiver. Johnny Dixon with the first down catch. Here's Dobbins off the left edge. Stiff arming his way out of play.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 14. Penalties half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
Caleb Hayes, you saw there. Haskins to throw, dumps it off to the tight end, Rashad Berry, touchdown, Buckeye. Extra point.
Fire coming off the edge, and Bosa catches in.
There's the punt by Rodriguez. Saunders, and he muffs the punt. It's picked up by Oregon. Buckeyes back on offense. Here's Mike Weber straight ahead. And Weber pushes the pile out to the 34.
As much as J.T. Barrett did. Really anxious to see whether...
Dead ball, false start. Offense number 66. 5-yard penalty. Still second.
Brian Snead and Master Teague, who we might see today. Weber again. Brought down at the 32. Got a few yards back.
Balance each other nicely.
Haskins on third down. Another strike. First down. Austin Mack.
In front of the numbers.
They give it to...
Even if you get people in his face, the ball's out so fast you can't rush him.
Play action here for Haskins. And there was some contact, and here comes a flag. Pass was intended for Austin Mack.
Pass interference. Defense number 30. Ball to be placed in the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
It's on first start. You get a sense of talking to his teammates as well. They believe in him. They see him as a leader.
Except for Nick Bosa.
Yeah, not
we
Nick.
need to see him play.
Yeah, he was messing. He was messing with him.
He was giving him a hard time.
We'll see.
Wow. That was on the ground. It bounced right to Mike.
Couldn't maintain grasp.
Another handoff, and Weber is loose inside the 30-yard line. Gets a block from a receiver. He's gone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Here's Weber getting to the edge. So well blocked at the point of attack. Nothing but green grass. And when you go 49 yards untouched to the end zone, you better, because of those big fellas up front.
Nurnberger.
You have to account for him and Nick Bosa on the same side.
Daniel Rodriguez punting to Saunders, who's had a little trouble back there so far today. Able to secure that one. Suplexed at the 42. Can you name them? One set of brothers. As you chew on that, Tate Martell is in the game at quarterback, a redshirt freshman, getting some reps. He gets hogged. Hands it off here to Dobbins. Falls forward to the 43. Haskins in to throw the ball here on third down and long, and he dumps it off to K.J. Hill, and Hill has the first down. Boy, it's rare you see a new quarterback coming
On one of the Beaver defenders.
back to the ground game with Dobbins, and you get second down and 4. Haskins with all day to throw, and that one wide of the target. Dobbins incomplete.
He just hasn't proven to be overly accurate on a consistent basis, and that's what we've seen out of Dwayne Haskins, is tremendous accuracy.
Buckeyes are perfect on third down so far today, and they move the chains again here with Dobbins.
And Tom,
For opposing teams, because look at all the different things they've got to prepare for.
Haskins hits Austin Mack inside the 10-yard line. First and goal.
for downfield. Be great in the RPO game. Better have an answer for quarterback runs with Martell.
After the 20-yard gain, handoff to Dobbins. NC takes on Miami.
I know Ohio State fans are looking forward to him. I think a lot of Buckeyes became Tiger fans because of Joe Burrow's transfer.
Haskins overshoots Mack.
For plays, it's a lot of extra work for each and every opponent every week.
And it's a trick play diagram.
No
ring
doubt.
With two quarterbacks on the field at a time.
And here's Weber heading to the end zone again. Touchdown, Ohio State. It'll go down as a touchdown pass, the third of the day for Haskins.
Weber cruises into the end zone.
First career touchdown catch for Weber. Nurnberger splits through, huh?
No doubt.
Tough. Oh, collision in the backfield. That is going to be roughing the kicker. As Rodriguez got drilled that time. Okay, he was outside the pocket on that rollout rugby style, so they...
The day, far more than any offense or defense.
Tate Martell back in the game. He hands it off to Brian Snead, a true freshman. He's given up just 11 yards the last 5 possessions, though. They've settled down. Movement up front.
False start. Offense 71. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
Still, look how physically developed that group is. And Ohio State can recruit with the best. And along the offensive line, they're so imposing, even with their backups in.
Martell on third down and 11, a wide receiver screen. Johnny Dixon deep for the Buckeyes. This will be a touchback. It'll come out to the 25.
More so than Notre Dame. Come in kind of limping. Michigan's lost several games in a row to end the 2017 season. So now all of a sudden there's this cloud of uncertainty about the direction of the program. So it's a huge game for Michigan, probably even more so than Notre Dame.
Ohio State, 300 yards of total offense and 42 points. They had the ball for just 12 minutes, and they'll get the football to start the third.
Possible to slow those guys down.
Haskins' pass is caught. It's a first down for McLaurin. Past midfield. field. The race is on. Inside the 30, inside the 20. McLaurin dives. He's in. Touchdown on the first play in 90 minutes. Nurnberger on for the point after. You got that?
I do not. Your season's not defined by one game.
Touchback, Ohio State and quarterback.
That's what we wanted to see from Haskins.
Run play on first down. Weber breaks the tackle and close to a first down. You mentioned J.T. Barrett. 45 seconds into the second half after an hour and 15-minute delay because of lightning. Movement.
The ready for play had not blown yet.
10 years ago. Troy Smith, former Heisman Trophy winner, his favorite quarterback growing up. Haskins pass off the mark. The receiver was blocking downfield. Benjamin Victor.
These are all things that are a work in progress.
On 3rd and 1, Weber able to fight through a tackle and get close to the line to gain. It looks like he was able to move the stick.
Need a Master Teague, and they're all about 5'11", 215.
Here's Weber again. Just takes off. Gets a huge running lane straight ahead to the Oregon State 45-yard line.
Right there, he cut it back up inside, but he's been used on the perimeter more in today's game than I can remember at any point last season.
Here he is again, bouncing off a tackle, taking it outside. Stiff arms, pushed out of bounds near.
Become a more nuanced runner.
And that's a great thing, too, to offset what J.K. Dobbins already brings.
Off play action, Haskins setting up. And that one off the mark. Rashad Berry, the intent.
So much over the years.
They have a true freshman in Jeremy Ruckert, who they're extremely high on at tight end.
Yeah, Dave, he's the highest rated tight end they've brought in under Urban Meyer here, so a bright future for Ruckert.
He's from Lindenhurst, New York. Haskins throwing on the run, delivers to Austin Mack.
Being thrown to. Is it right on the face mask? Is it right in the numbers? The accuracy.
Dobbins takes the handoff to the 29-yard line.
Action cleanly. Boy, that contributes to Yak big time.
Haskins, again, you talk about ball placement. Could it have been thrown any better to Austin Mack? Of course, in limited action, but helped beat the Wolverines in Ann Arbor. Here's Campbell on the run, and he's in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Touchdown pass.
And it's fifth. Hooker back next week. Brother of Malik, he was suspended for this game. But I'm guessing Pierce would have been able to outrun him as well. Touchback, it'll come out to the 20.
There's some really good coaches, and there's some really good players.
Here's J.K. Dobbins straight ahead. Haskins, great throw, off play action, completion to K.J. Hill.
When they go on the road to South Carolina next week, that's going to be a real test for the Bulldogs.
Haskins throws it out into the flat for Campbell. Breaks the tackle, but stepped out of bounds. All right, well, based on what you guys just said, how important it is for anybody to be a player-led team is on 3rd down and 1. Weber able to find his way to get the first down. He stayed in bounds inside the 20, stays in bounds inside the 10, and now they're going to rule him out of
star players. So I really believe that it is, given the urgency that we witnessed in practice the other day.
Mike Weber already 168 rushing yards. And Denzel Ward, top 5 pick last year. Number 4 overall by the Browns. Weber lowers the boom. First down and goal from the 5.
Games for Miami last year, you'd say absolutely yes. You look at the last 3, you have your concerns.
Haskins on 1st and goal. Weber gets the carry and doesn't go anywhere. Sean Wilson, who had...
He's a different runner this year.
He looks really good, and he's got to credit his offensive line. He's had some opportunities up front.
It's Weber again. Touchdown, Mike Weber. Sean Nurnberger, 8 of 8 on extra points. 9 for...
Guys might take a couple extra weeks. Might not be ready until, say, November. And then in November, you put him out there because he's more accustomed to what you're doing offensively and defensively. He's a completely different player, can help you win.
Demario McCall pinballs off of a defender who ran into a stone wall trying to tackle McCall. Returns it into Oregon State territory. Day making his head coaching debut as the acting bench boss for the Buckeyes today. And Tate Martell is in the game at quarterback. Played some in the first half. He's a freshman from Las Vegas, 20 years old. redshirted a year ago. Here's Brian Snead, a true freshman, getting the carry.
Third player within this offense as he continues to grow into that tight end position. So 3 freshmen out here now for Ohio State trying to play the best ball.
Whoa, Martell pitched that at the last second.
Exactly.
Here's Snead. Wrestled.
And guess what he probably hasn't had to do a whole lot of? Pass protect. So now all of a sudden you're putting him into a situation that he's going to have to 8, who might be ready in week 10. But it was interesting because I've also talked to some coaches, guys, that are with the new transfer rule are a little concerned that if you put all your freshmen on the field all the time and you get them on film, now all of a sudden they can be evaluated.
First down at the 18-yard line. Martell dumps it off to the tight end Ruckert, who we just talked about. He's to the 6. So other than what you said, Tom,
I don't see one. That's the only counterpoint I've heard, and I've heard it from more than one coach that I've spoken to this summer, that it's something they've thought about. The mental negative you have in this new rule.
On 2nd and goal, Snead into the end zone. First touchdown.
Likely to play a role on this offense throughout the season.
It won't be 4 games for Snead. It'll be
47. So they can score, and they have some of the best receivers in college football.
DeMario McCall, the deep man, and fair caught around the 29.
About having meetings canceled or going to the concert?
Having meetings canceled.
No doubt.
Not him.
The ball carrier, another true freshman on this Ohio State roster. He's from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And we also have Martell handing it off. So you got redshirt freshman handing it off to true freshman.
They want their running backs to resemble 5'10" or 5'11", 210 to 15 pounds, and very quick, great sudden change ability.
Nice throw by Martell.
For Dwayne Haskins to learn from. The interception in the red zone. A few decisions here and there, but for the most part, man, he was everything we thought he'd be and some.
For Ryan Day, he's been running the show the last month since Meyer was placed on administrative leave.
I think it's going to help, guys, and I'll tell you why. Because if there's
It's business as usual. You just have one additional voice that'll be at practice. You're going to still do all the things that you've done.
B1. Martell in the backfield with Master Teague. Teague gets the first down, and he's going to get a touchdown. 2 true freshmen, Brian Snead and Master Teague, each on the board here in the 4th quarter.